Hello and welcome to today's full body stretch to relieve tension and stress all throughout your body. This is the perfect stretch for all abilities. We're going to get started in a wide-legged child pose, bringing the big toes to touch, knees wide apart. Inhale, and as you exhale, begin to walk your hands out in front of you, lowering the chest and forehead down to your mat. Take a moment to check in with the hips and also the rest of the body. Where are you feeling any current tension? Focus your thoughts on this part and set an intention in this practice to relieve that part of tightness within your body. Breathing in, lift the chest, come onto the fingertips and walk your hands towards the left side of your mat, and exhale as you lower your chest back down. Stretching into the right side body. Inhale, coming onto your fingertips and walking them over towards the right, and lower the chest down. Breathing softly in through the nose and out through the nose. And on your next inhale, lift the chest, come back to center, and slowly make your way to an all-fours position with your hands under your shoulders. And then bringing the forearms down, lift the chest, find a cat pose, and then slide the hands out in front, finding your puppy pose. You can have your forehead resting on the mat, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can rest your chin, finding a deeper variation. And one last variation, you can have your hands in reverse prayer, palms touching, trying to push your hands towards the top of your spine. This is a real great shoulder opener. Release the hands down. And inhale, coming back to your all fours. Find a couple rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, lift the chest, look towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, looking forward, shining the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Couple more in your own time. Waking up the spine, and then you're going to tuck your toes under, roll the hips back, find your first downward facing dog of the practice. Take a moment, pedal your feet out, bending into each knee. Push your chest towards your thighs. Try not to collapse in the shoulders. And then we'll find stillness in our downward facing dog. Look towards your hands, coming onto your toes, and then slowly walk up towards your hands and find your forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lift, flat back, and then walk the toes out, heels in, toes facing out, bend the knees and find your yogi squat. Then bring your fingertips out in front of you, and then go straighten your legs, fold forwards. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Just taking this moment to wake up the hips. And on your last one, bringing the hands back towards the center of your heart. And slowly lower the hips down. You're going to extend your left leg out in front of you, crossing the right ankle over the leg. Right arm comes behind. Inhale, left arm up, and then find your spinal twist. Looking towards the back of your mat. with each exhale going deeper into this pose. Then we'll switch sides, right leg extends, left ankle stretches over. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhaling and exhale. Let's come back to center and slowly cross the ankles. Make your way to a plank pose. You're going to lower the knees down, bend into the elbows, and lower the chin to the mat so your bottom is still lifted. Untuck your toes and then shine the heart, lift the chest, finding your cobra pose. Exhale, lower the chest, tuck back onto the toes, lifting up, keeping on the knees, and then roll the hips back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, come onto the toes, bend into the knees and jump or step. Halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Bend into the knees, roll the spine, inhale, stretching up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, stepping back, high plank. This time do your full chaturanga, bending into the elbows. Untuck the toes. Upward facing dog with the thighs lifted, and downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend into your knee and point your right knee towards the sky, trying to pull your right foot towards your right glute. And then bringing your right knee through the hands, shine the heart forward, find your low lunge with your fingertips down. Take a moment to check in with the hips. Then lower your left knee down, finding your low lunge. Fingertips stay down. Maybe find a bounce with the hips. And you're going to bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out and find your lizard lunge. Now, coming onto your knife edge of your right foot, use your hand to push your right knee out. This is such a nice stretch for your right outer hip. Maybe take your gaze upwards slightly. And then coming back to the flat of your right foot. And then if you would like to, take a bind, grabbing a hold of your left foot with your right hand. Keep your gaze towards your mat and focus on keeping on the top of your left knee. Putting your left knee towards your glutes. And release, tucking onto the toes, stepping back, three-legged dog. Bending into the knee, back through the hands, and then find your high lunge. Arms come up. Left foot flat, warrior two. Inhale, and as you exhale, reverse your warrior, left hand to the back of the left leg. And then find your wide-legged forward fold. Your toes should be pointing in slightly, hands to your hips so you can lower the chest, hands come down. And then bringing your left hand to the right hand to the center, and bring your left arm up. And switching sides, left hand down, right arm up. Coming back to center and just find your full forward fold now, trying to bring your head towards the mat. Maybe use your hands to pull the chest towards the thighs. Inhale, lift the chest, then walk your hands to frame your right foot. Ground into your hands to step back to your downward facing dog. Slowly roll the spine, come to your plank pose. Knees lower, chin lowers, untuck the toes. Cobra, lifting the chest, shining the heart forward. Lowering down, tuck the toes, lift the chest, and downward facing dog. We'll take that the other side, so inhale, lifting the left leg this time through a three-leg dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, pulling the left foot towards your left glute. Then slowly step that foot through between the hands, low lunge. Again, take a bounce here if that feels good for your hips. Then lower your right knee, untuck the toes, finding your low lunge. And bring your hands to the inside of your left foot and bring your left foot to the outer edge of your mat, finding your lizard lunge. And then come onto the knife edge of your left foot, and once again use your left hand to push your left knee out. Inhale, and as you exhale, left foot comes flat. Lifting your left arm up and over, trying to grab a hold of your left foot. Keeping your gaze towards your mat. Try and squeeze your right foot towards your glute. This can be quite a challenging stretch. And then release the foot, framing your left foot once more. Lift the back knee and then swing your left foot all the way back to your three-leg dog. Bending into the knee, step the foot through, low lunge. Inhale, arms come up for your high lunge. And then warrior two. Really bending into your left knee, finding length with the arms. Reverse your warrior. Looking up towards the sky. And then once more we're going to find our forward fold, but this time with a variation. So clasping the hands behind your back. And then you're going to lower the chest as your arms swing up and over your head. Trying to push your hands towards the floor as much as you can. This is a great shoulder opener as well. Keep a micro bend in your legs just to protect them. And then release the clasp and using your hands, grab a hold of the feet to pull the chest towards your thighs. Then inhale, halfway lift, walking the hands back towards your left foot, frame the foot, swing it back, downward facing dog. Roll the spine forward to your plank pose. Lower the knees and then the chin. Untuck the toes. Cobra. Exhale, lowering the chest, tucking the toes, and downward facing dog. Inhale, coming onto your toes. Bend into your knees and step or jump. to your forward fold. Then bending into your knees, finding a chair pose, arms stretch up and overhead. Pushing the hips down, maybe bring your hands to your heart, and then slowly make your way down to a seated position. And then you're going to extend the right leg out, bringing the left ankle towards your inner thigh. Grab a hold with your right hand. Inhale and stretch the left arm over, trying to reach towards your right toes. Such a yummy stretch for the side body. Taking your gaze slightly towards the sky. And then bringing your hands towards that right foot, lowering the chest towards your knee. It's okay if you can't quite reach your toes, your hands can be resting either side of your leg. And then bringing your left hand to the outside of your left leg, reach the hips up. Right arm stretches up and over. And exhale, release. We'll just take that to the other side. Left leg extends straight out, right ankle in towards the hips. Inhale, right arm stretches up and over, finding that lovely side body stretch. And once again, lowering the chest towards your left knee. And then slowly bring your right hand to the outside of the right leg, lifting the hips, shining the heart up, baby wild thing. And exhale, lower the hips down. And slowly make your way to an all fours position. Find a cat-cow, inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, looking up. And then we'll find a final child's pose, either with the knees in or wide-legged. Closing off the practice here, releasing your forehead onto the mat. Notice how relaxed the body is feeling, how stretched, all tension is relieved. Inhale and exhale. Slowly lifting the chest, and we'll find our way to a seated position in the center of our mat. Bringing the hands resting onto the knees. Close the eyes. Really feeling into our breath here. Letting the body know that the practice is over. Breathing softly. And on your next inhale, raise the arms up and overhead. Look towards your palms. Exhale, hands to chest. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and namaste.